Good day, everybody. Welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'm going to show you the complete steps to go through from pulling the axle to replacing the bearings and getting yourself back on the road. Sit back and enjoy. This is a fairly lengthy project, so if you plan on doing it, make sure you give yourself a good few hours. So now to remove the whole brake caliper assembly, there's one bolt right there, and then there's one down farther, as you can see it right there. Now of course, you can remove the sway bar link and get a socket in there, but if you live in an area where rust is an issue, I'm just going to use a wrench and a mallet to bust it free, and then I got a little ratchet wrench right there. So the easiest way to do this is to remove the brake caliper assembly, which is two bolts which are 18 mil top and bottom. Remove them, use a pry bar, and then pry it away and gently tie it up so you're not stressing out the brake lines. So I got your ABS sensor bolt there. You got a nut right there, nut right there. Come to the opposite side, got a nut there, nut there. That's all you got to do to remove it. So let's start with the ABS sensor. Once I got that screw out, you really just want to get it loose. So I'm just sticking a wrench in there, and I just pried it. I don't want to take it out. If you leave it loose like this, you'll be good. Just like that. Reach up in there. I did put some rust lubricant on these to loosen them up, and I like to do these all by hand for the simple fact that these studs are just pressed in, and if you strip them out, you're going to be hating life. Now, because of the sway bar link, I like to bust that one free with a ratchet and then take it off, because if you never had that sway bar off before and you live in a climate where it's rusty, you may end up with more work than what you want to do. So the other three you can get off with a ratchet pretty easy. Just this one here takes a little bit more time. So with the last bolt out, you can see everything's nice and loose. And then before you get ready to want to pull it, you want to make sure your ABS sensor, like I said, is loose and tucked up out of the way. Now this axle isn't going to come out too nice, so you need the slide hammer. I gotta line this up because some of these threads are damaged. I'm gonna have to replace all the studs for a safe thing. once I got some threads on there, hold it. There we go. There we go. Pull this out. And then axle will just slide out and you're good to go.
This is a slide hammer that I've used for many years, and it's saved my butt many times over.
Start off by drilling a hole about 3/4 of the way down. So I just drilled about 3/4 of the way through. Got a larger drill bit now. I'm gonna take it the rest of the way. Not obviously you don't want to drill through the collar into the axle, that'd be bad. About 3/4. Take the larger one. So I got my hole drilled. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a cutter. I'm actually going to cut through the bearing cage here and all the way through there. That way I can pop this ring off, I can pop the bearing cage off, slide out to seal to get at the other part. That piece actually just cracked, believe it or not. That made life easier. Should be able to blast that outer cage off now. Yes. Make a little bit of a mess. And then take the seal. The seal's being stubborn, not sure what the deal is with it. But I just want to get it up and over so I can slide all this stuff back, as you can see. Now sometimes these come off easy, sometimes they don't. I'm going to cut about 4 lines straight across, and I'm hoping that might be enough to weaken it. This may or may not work. Yeah, and it did. Well, I'm glad that came out pretty easy. So once again, I'm gonna throw some assembly grease on here. Should help with the lubrication of getting the bearing on. Got your flange on. Make sure you put your seal on right. Push that down. We got the bearing. This small end, little rivet, goes towards the seal. And then we got our ring right there. Seal's on. You gotta check the orientation of the bearing and the collar. Make sure that's right. All right, get this thing into the press. Let's hope this one goes as smooth as the last one did. sensor up on there. I think I bottomed out. I just pulled seal back. Looks like I'm butted up flush. Right. Let's get this one here slid in. Careful of that ABS sensor. So you don't bang it. Slide that ABS sensor over a little bit. There.
Then once you're done, reassemble everything, torque down your tires, make sure everything's torqued down, and you're good to go. If you have any questions or comments, post them below. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.